Oh hi, this is my new tablet. Um, I've been spending quite a lot of money on charity. I had my because like if a higher blesses you, the great I am, our heavenly Father, and then there's the great Son, the only begotten Son, Yashaya the like Christ, and the Mother of all mothers, the Ruach. They are the Holy Trinity, but they are one God, Elohim. They are Akkad, whatever it is, always of one accord, And they said, because what happened, I got my bank card stopped online and in the shops twice in a week or two for fraud because I was giving too much money to many different people in different countries in too short a period of time. So I'm trying to calm that down now. So he said, get yourself some new things. And now I see why he wants me to have a better thing, because I don't have a very good speaking voice anyway, and people are saying it's hard to understand what I'm saying because my equipment was so bad, So I've treated myself to this. So hopefully you can hear me better. Yeah, I think I'm the elect. I just said that on a short. I'm burning out. I'm blushing already, man. I feel it could be demons attacking me. I was demon possessed. No joke, no word of a lie, man. With schizophrenia, the doctors say it's like an imbalance in your mind. I think there could be a chemical imbalance, like maybe a little bit hereditary. Although not in my immediate mum and dad, Although my dad was an alcoholic, so once when he tried to give up, or he didn't try to give up, he just got DTs, delirium tremens, and couldn't leave the house to get any more vodka, and he was like hallucinating and everything, But it's worse than that. Like they were controlling my hands and feet and telling me where to go, and kind of like controlling me, and they were lying. They were saying that they were with Yashaya, with Jesus, and that they were turning me into a super soldier, and I wasn't just here. I was in an underground bunker. And that Satan thought I was working for him, but really I was working for Yashaya, But it turns out that really is true. So more fool you, Satan. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I hope you don't mind that I'm still smoking. Please don't smoke it. If you don't smoke it, it's not big, it's not clever. It costs a lot of money. I've made videos on how come I'm allowed to smoke, It's to do with bringing the judgment and the justice that's in the Book of Revelations. The tribe of Dan, the only pale-skinned tribe. We're not in the 144,000. Ahai knows best why that is, but I think it's because if you read the Book of Revelations, we're actually bringing the judgment. There hardly seems anyone else awake. The only other tribe of Dan I know, and I've been on the internet saying this for a few months now, is a sister from GOCC, Gathering Christchurch, who reached out to me when she saw my most popular video, not just with the viewers but with me, and more importantly with the higher. All praises to the Most High. It's called Crucial Urgent Message to GOCC and all Israelites and the Gentile nations that support Christ with us. So I think it's this Morgellons that's bringing the judgment. It's coming from the chemtrails, Ashamana, Tiawana, that they spray in the sky every day all over the world. All these governments are in it together, like the Bible says. There's a God, little g, of this world. Satan, Lucifer, whatever you want to call it, evil one, rebelled against the Most High, wants to take the Most High's place. I'm just trying to look up this thing that I found about Morgellons. I never had those. Some people had massive demon swords on their arms, but I never had that. And they say it's in the smoking. Well, I didn't have it as bad. I'm still getting it. It's in everyone's got it, But we're the lucky ones because we're pushing it out. That's why we're not as mind controlled as a lot of people, And that's where it's been coming out. And then it's probably also in the heroin, because when I was injecting, and I wasn't like seeing this, other people saw it, including my mother that doesn't do any drugs at all, And there was like little black bits in my blood, because when you stick a needle in your vein, you pull it back, you flush it to get so the blood, so your blood comes into the needle, rushes in, and it shows you that the needle's in your vein, and then you can push the heroin in. There was like no word of a lie, little black bits. Just turn this music off. This is GOCC. Music for the Soul, Volume 17. All my life, music, you know what I mean? I don't like TV much. I don't have a TV. I had one a few years ago. I gave it to a good friend of mine, Comrade Adam, from SPGB. That's the Socialist Party of Great Britain. I was a member, and there was some trouble. They said I was too much of an anarchist. An anarchist is someone that doesn't believe in the law. And look at me now, I'm unsubmissive to the laws, statutes and commandments that Yashaya gave Moses. So there you go. Once I know there's a proper law and a proper authority that deserves my respect, I've done a quick turnaround, you know. Studies show that infections, not delusion, cause Morgellons disease. Press release from Charles E. Holman, Morgellons Disease Foundation, June the 15th, 2016. We will just have that music on. I'll just turn it down. It makes me too nervous to not have music on. I can't stand it. I really can't. That's the worst thing. If I was in prison or when I was in mental hospital, I was pretty lucky, apart from when I was in a security unit. Most of the time I was allowed to have my music. June the 15th, 2016. Until recently, Morgellons disease was widely believed in the medical community to be a delusional illness. I believe the medical community are full of delusions. Then you've got Big Pharma that is not under any delusions. They just want to make as much profit as they can, pushing their dangerous drugs. And the worst part of it is the psychiatric system. I used to refuse to take my medication, even before I was a Christian. I did like it for a while, and then I just thought, no, it's wrong, you know. And when you refuse, after a while, they send the police around, and they force you to go into mental hospital. And if you still refuse, about 5 or 6 big nurses, mostly men, hold you down, and they force inject you, you know. So it's not very nice. When you take the tablets, you know how you can look at any medication, and it's got a list of side effects: confused thinking, delusions, hallucinations, suicidal thoughts. Ashama, shame on you. And they're meant to take a, you know, with the snake, the Kundalini, the Hippocratic oath. It's more like a hypocrite's oath. No offence to the good doctors, especially the Christian ones, that realise that a lot of the mental illnesses are caused by demons. The reason we get demons is because of unrepented sin and unhealed trauma. Back to the article. However, with research support from the Charles E. Holman Morgellons Disease Foundation, CEH, MDF for short, this opinion has been challenged due to 2 new supportive studies presented at the recent CEH-MDF annual meeting in Austin, Texas. Collectively, the research into Morgellons disease clearly shows a bacterial infective process in these patients, said Dr. Randy Wymore of Oklahoma State University Center for Health Sciences, an author of one of the studies. And just by the way, what I mentioned on one of my shorts, even though they keep saying it to me that I'm the elect, like the Father, the Son, and the Mother, the right, I'll still get for it. Like, what do you think? Let me know honestly what you think, you know. Like I always say in my videos, any constructive criticism is welcome. I'm not just looking for everyone to say, oh yeah, I agree, you know, because we can't all agree on everything, you know. Obviously, there's the main tenets of our faith. All the things I believe in wholeheartedly can be found on the GOCC, Gavin and Christchurch's website, though I'm not like an official member, but I watch them every day. And, you know, I've been once to the one in London. Everyone was really kind to me, you know. That's when I thought I was a Gentile nation. And one of the brothers, probably tribe of Yehuda, because he was a black Negro. Although obviously it could have been Benjamin, which might be more likely in the UK. We've got more Jamaicans than West Indians. But he just had like a British accent. Like me, my dad's Irish, but I've just got an English accent. Or he could have even been Levi from Haiti. I tried to support Levi, like when I give a little bit of money to GOCC, you can scroll down and choose which country or which branch you want to donate to. So I looked for Haiti for the tribe of Levi, and they're not there. I made a video the other day about America and even Canada keep threatening to invade Haiti, and the brothers and sisters in Haiti have gone to the dark side, to the voodoo. I wasn't as extreme, but I went to the dark side, Wicca and that, because I thought it was with Yashaya. Because once you know Yashaya is real, and it was over 10 years ago, I didn't see him, I didn't hear an audible voice outside of me, which was good because I was schizophrenic, no one would believe me. I just felt him deep in my heart, my libido, and he said to me, it's Jesus, I'm going to get you off heroin and methadone, which I was addicted to. I don't need to tell you, bud, he keeps his promises. Back to the article. Morgellons disease is a multi-system illness characterised by the formation of unusual, sometimes brightly coloured fibres within skin. Wow. Like it says in Psalms, is it 139? I am fearsomely and wonderfully made, and that my Nepesh, my soul, knows right well. Made in the image of Abba. Genesis, here's your third witness. Elohim, the name for like when God is speaking to himself, not to himself, but they're three unique persons, but they're always a cad or a quad, whatever it is, they're always in agreement. Elohim said, come, let us make man in our own image, male and female he made them. It is a debilitating, painful and life-impacting condition. That's true, it's not all fun and games. I've been on my deathbed more than a couple of times, but I always had the Psalms to comfort me. And what does David say? Quicken me, open me, and I will call upon your name. Psalm 23, that old favourite. If I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. The reason they comfort us is because they cause repentance. I've been under the chastisement of a higher. But Psalm says, blessed is the man whom thou chasteneth a higher and teacheth out of thy law, that thou mayest give him rest on the day of adversity, until the pit be dug for the wicked. On the day of rest, I'm going to show myself and show you my house quickly. And then this is the before one, and this is nothing compared to what it used to be, I've been cleaning up for a couple of days. Sometimes my back's really bad, and then I've been getting a bit depressed again because some of my family fell out with me. They started saying I was mad again. Someone really close to me, it really hurt, but we're all right now, That's what happens, and I've done a lot worse things than being forgiven when I was meant to feel and had demons, So I'm going to clean up. That's the only work I'm doing. And making videos and things, taking care of my black child. he's not a man child, he's a cat. He's lovely. We're telepathic, we talk to each other. A lot of these lukewarm Christians want to say witch. If you want to say that until you learn better, that's fair enough. If you're not saying it just to be nasty, if you really think that, They're so judgmental, they really think I'm going to hell. King Solomon spoke to the birds and to the ants, and Adam and Eve must have communed with the animals when you read about the Garden of Eden. Sometimes I'm praying in tongues as a word that sounds like banana. Hashamana. Shekinah is the glory cloud, the kabod cloud that Messiah's going to come on. I'm getting so distracted. I just feel relaxed, so I'm just talking to friends, and there's probably people going to be watching, cursing me out. I'm a bit naive sometimes. Yeah, and so it is, dear Bane. I had the brain fog, and the memory loss, but I just kept praying to a higher, and he's healed my mind. Because obviously, if you think you're going to be one of the elect, you have to teach. And then this is on one of my videos about, I know from GOCC and from the Bible, from Apostle Paul. Yeah, I love all the Bible, but especially after Yashaya, it's King David's my favourite. The Apostle Paul was cool. He went through so much trials and tribulations, and he told us to rejoice in it. And he said, and GOCC, Gathering of Christ Church, even though I'm not official, I obey what they say. I recognise the elders' authority over me, let's put it that way. And women are only supposed to teach women and children, like men and children. But Yashaya explained it to me. The main point of Paul's laws, and it's in the Old Testament as well, is that a woman is not to usurp, what's the word? The authority to take over or to denigrate the authority of a man, because obviously a man has authority over a woman. That's just the way a higher made it. In this world, a woman gives birth to a man in her womb for 9 months, carries him, gives birth, and then he grows to a man. But in the beginning, a higher created Adam, didn't he? And then Adam needed a helpmate, so he took Eve, his rib, out of his rib and made him a woman, to be a wife and to be a helpmate. I've got no desire to be married, to date. I have no sexual desire for a few years now. I've had a lot of failed relationships. I even had a wicked spirit husband. He deceived me because I thought he was with Yashaya. I thought he was my twin flame, soulmate. But Yashaya's our soulmate. I read that in Song of Solomon. I didn't used to like that in the King James. I found it a bit sexual. It could have just been in my own bad thoughts, because I know that Brother Bronze, that's my favourite hip-hop artist, Christian hip-hop artist, Hebrew Israelite one, tribe of Yehuda, I think, Messiah's tribe. and he's really affiliated with JCC, and he quotes from the Bible, from the New Testament, to the pure, to whore, everything is clean, everything is pure. And then lukewarm Christians use that and say, oh, we're allowed to eat pork. No, that is not what he's saying, you know. So that's why I think it's okay if any men want to watch my video, and obviously I'll need your help, you know, because I don't know much, but this is my life now. I was so addicted to heroin. I don't know if any of you heard that Lou Reed song, Heroin. Heroin, it's my life and it's my wife. Obviously I would sing, because I'm not a lesbian man. Heroin, it's my life and it's my husband. Heroin, be the death of me. But Morgellons nearly was the death of me. But it's Resurrection Day, so cheers, let's drink to that. Back to the article. Oh, and a lot of shamans say to get a healing power and also cursing power, but mostly healing power, and to get like spirit guides. My cat's my spirit guide. You don't want a familiar spirit, that's like witchcraft. Just remember that everything Satan wants to be like the Most High, Aurelion, so he copies everything that a higher does. He just gets it backward. A lot of this New Age stuff is our stuff. They've just like stolen it and twisted it backwards. Same old story. This is back to the article. In addition to slowly healing skin lesions, and these skin lesions, sorry, I'm interrupting a lot, but you can just read the article for yourself. But some of you might really be interested in what I'm saying, because I've actually been through it. A lot of people, and people will say don't judge if you're a Christian. Yashaya says don't judge. He said to the Pharisees very strictly, don't judge according to the flesh, judge according to the spirit. The Ruach, the mother, is with me judging. A lot of people had very big, massive swords. They look like demons' faces. And you've got to ask yourself, it says in the Bible, a curse does not come without cause, you know? And that was one thing I done. I confessed to God and said, I don't know what I've done wrong. Obviously, I knew a lot of things I'd done wrong. I'm not stupid. I've done a lot wrong in my life, but I didn't know specific. And then I found out about generational curses, so I confessed the sins of my ancestors. And I think also it's to do with the Ark of the Covenant, because we're all in a way, we're all the Ark of the Covenant. Because first of all, the Ark of the Covenant was in heaven, Shamamim, where the heavens is in Hebrew, Shamamim, sorry to my bad Hebrew, but I just want to show people that even if you can't speak it perfectly, we're all learning at our own pace, and it's a very spiritual language. Elder Roha, I can't pronounce his name properly either, of GOCC, he's very wise, has a lot of wisdom, Chokmah, and tells the truth, the Emet. He said it's a Paleo-Hebrew, you know, the Hebrew without the vowels, the original Hebrew. That's a language, Amana, Shawana, that Ahayasha, Ahaya, the great I am that I am, Bashamir Kiamani, spoke the creation into. And it does a treat. If you want to like get rid of demons, it really does that. And on Halloween, just gone, the evil satanic holiday that some of the lukewarm Christians still celebrate. You know, what is wrong with these people? The Ruach, she told me, write down the names